Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day. And today, Team USA has beat South Sudan 101-100. Great win, comeback win for the United States. This win had LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday, and Steph Curry written all over it. There were other players that made a huge impact in this game. Devin Booker, hit a game-tying three to make it 76-76. Curry hit the go-ahead three as well. LeBron James was huge throughout the whole game, mainly in the second half. And I really thought Drew Holiday did a solid job with 8 points and making a huge impact defensively with one steal. But there was a possession. It started off. It was a whole sequence for Drew Holiday, as it was 68-78. It was 68-78. Team USA was down 8, and Drew Holiday, got the deflection, saved the ball, gave it to LeBron James. LeBron James went down the court, got it and won to make it 71-76. It was a 5-point game after the Drew Holiday save to LeBron James for him to go all the way for an and one. And then next possession, Drew Holiday defensively forces a travel violation, and then next possession, Drew Holiday scores offensively, knocking down a mid-range jumper. So those 3 straight possessions where Drew Holiday was great defensively and offensively, which is what he has shown with his championship teams like the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. But defense, getting the ball back defensively and going out of bounds with it, but saving it to LeBron James as LeBron goes and gets an and one. Next possession, he forces a travel, and then next offensive possession, Drew Holiday knocks down a mid-range jumper. So he's, showing how huge he is both offensively and defensively. And Drew went 4 for 7 in this game as well. Did not knock down a 3, but went 4 for 7 from the floor. LeBron James went 10 for 14, 8 for 11 from the floor from 2-pointers, 2 for 3 from 3. He had 7 assists with 6 rebounds, and he had 25 points, led USA in scoring. 14 points for Joel Embiid, who went 5 for 6. Joel Embiid, with his 14 points, got 7 rebounds with 2 assists. Devin Booker did not score much, went 2 for 5, went 1 for 2 from 3 and 1 for 1 from 2-pointers. He only had 5 points, but like I did mention, he did have the game-tying 3-pointer after Drew Holiday, hit that mid-range shot to make it 73-76. USA got a stop, and Devin Booker would hit a game-tying 3-pointer in that third quarter. And then, funny enough, next possession, we see Steph Curry hit a deep 3 to give USA their first lead since early in the first quarter or mid-first quarter. And USA was down by as much as 13 in this game in the second quarter and ended up almost outscoring South Sudan by 20 points in that third quarter. USA put up 37 points in the third quarter. But Curry had 10 points in this game. He went 3 for 9 from 3 with 3 assists and 3 rebounds. Off the bench, they did have some help off the bench because Steve Kerr made a lineup change going into the third quarter. He had their bench group come out and start off that third quarter. I think the group was Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, Derek White, and Anthony Edwards with Jason Tatum was the group that Steve Kerr put out. Everybody was that started off this game. Of course, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, and Drew Holiday were on the bench to start off the second half, and that strategy by Steve Kerr, it worked because the second unit guys were able to get the game to a 5-point game, and they actually did a really good job to start off that third quarter. Guys like Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo and Jason Tatum and Anthony Edwards were doing a great job in the start of that third quarter. But before LeBron and Steph and Devin and Joel and Drew came into the game in the third quarter, South Sudan just kind of started to knock down shots, and what was a 5-point deficit is right back to like 11, 12-point deficit. And USA USA starters come back in, and it didn't take them long to get that right back, because they went on I believe it was a 14-0 run, I know, at the most, because it was 76-65 when those guys came in, and all of a sudden when Curry hit the game leading three, it was 79-76. And I believe South Sudan didn't score until USA had 83 points. So USA went on a 18-0 run in that third quarter. So they were lights out. They had 5 threes in that third quarter. So, I mean, off the bench, I went over their starters, but off the bench, Anthony Edwards was good off the bench, went 4 for 11, went a terrible 1 for 7 from 3, though, but had 11 points. He had 1 block and 1 steal with 1 assist. And then Tyrese Halliburton played 7 minutes but didn't score at all. Jason Tatum, 16 minutes, 3 for 8. He was 0 for 3 from 3, though. Tatum scored 9 points with 1 rebound, 1 steal, and 1 block. 4 points for Bam Adebayo, who went 1 for 2 from the floor and knocked down 2 free throws. Bam, with his 4 points, had 2 rebounds with 1 steal. Great defensively for this USA team. Anthony Davis was great off the bench. One of the best players in this game for USA today. 4 for 12 from the floor, which not great shooting from the floor, but still managed to get 15 points. He had 2 blocks, 1 steal, 2 assists, 11 rebounds. So Anthony Davis was great. He had 6 offensive rebounds in this game for USA. Outside of LeBron James's 25 points, Anthony Davis had the most points scored on this team today. And that was it for the scoring for USA. I want to go over defensively for USA because they were great defensively. 6 steals and 4 blocks. Those are some pretty good numbers when you're only you're playing a game where it's 10-minute quarters. But I want to go over South Sudan because they had some players who really impressed me. I want to start off with Carlick Jones. He's a guy who has played for the Chicago Bulls and has played 12 NBA games in his career, averaging 2 points per game and only 6 minutes per game. And he put on a show for South Sudan as his team almost had the biggest win of their country. He went 8 for 21, and he did not make a 3, but had 15 points, 2 steals, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds. A triple-double for Carlick Jones. I remember him with Chicago. I don't think I ever watched him play, but I remember him being with Chicago. So he definitely was great in this game. I also want to go over Wenyen Gabriel, another guy who was on the Memphis Grizzlies last year, did not play much, but played 85 games with LeBron James in the 2022-23 season and the 2021-22 season. I think he played like 16 or 7. He played like 17 games with the Lakers in the 21-22 season, and then like 68 in the 22-23 season. So he's a former teammate of LeBron, and he was pretty good in this game as well. In 19 minutes, went 4 for 6, went 3 for 3 from 3. He had 11 points. He had 6 rebounds with 3 assists. Definitely a good game for him. And then I want to go to a former Charlotte Hornet, JT Thor, who was a second-round pick for the Hornets. And recently, if I'm correct, just got waived by the Charlotte Hornets a couple weeks ago. JT Thor, 18 minutes, went 3 for 6, 2 for 2 from 3, and he had 14 points, JT Thor did, with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal with 1 block. Crazy thing is, look, this South Sudan team played a great game. From 3, they went 14 for 33. That's 42%. Pretty good for a South Sudan team. And then let's see what the United States team did from 3 in this game compared to them. United States went 7 for 28 from 3 in this game, 25%. So what's crazy is they hit 5 threes in that third quarter, but if you look at the first, second, and fourth quarters, USA only hit 2 other 3-pointers in this game. That is crazy. 3 of those 7 threes belong to Stephen Curry. Also 1 for Devin Booker, 2 for LeBron James, and the rest goes to 1 for Anthony Edwards. So, great win for USA. That's pretty close to a loss for them. But let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. As LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Stephen Curry, and even throwing Drew Holiday for his defensive plays, put on a show for USA to have a huge comeback win against a South Sudan team who nearly pulled off a huge upset. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.